Hello, Bareva, welcome. This is the first hand I'm going to evaluate for you. So you opened from the early position and got 3-bet from the small blind. The Jack 10 is in our calling range. And on the flop you decide to bet quite big. This is the first problem we are going to talk about. The SPR you did, stack to pot ratio, it's not the best one. As you already mentioned, but I had only 1/3 pot size bet. He needed 21%. The reason you had is because you made a mistake picking the sizing on the flop and on the turn. Generally, in a 3-bet pots, try to go with the 1/3 when it's checked to you. So if the PFR goes with the check, try to bet 1/3. You know, with betting 1/3, you can bet wider range, and the response at your stakes is going to be the similar one as if you bet like 2/3. So it's just much better to do it with 1/3. You're going to realize the same equity for a cheaper price. So here I would bet like 3.5 or $4, something like this. On the turn, I would definitely check back. If you think, should I bet it or should I check it? You should consider two things. Do you block his folding range? And yes, unfortunately, you do block his folding range because his folding range here are jacks, tens, queens. So you definitely, with your jack 10, block the jacks and the tens. So it's not the best way. Do I have better bluffs here? Of course you have. You have flush draws, and which are definitely better than that. How many value hands do I have? You have only 7s and 9s because and the king queen, which you rather do not have 3 streets of value. So basically there are not many value hands, so you don't need many bluffs. So with this combo, I would bet 1/3 on the flop, then check turn to realize my whole equity, and then probably bet the river. The same way I would play king queen, king jack, king 10 suited if I have to. So yeah, it's not the turn bet for me. But yeah, as you bet on the river, which is 3 of hearts, I would definitely just give up my hand. He still have, for example, king queen, king jack, king 10 in the hearts. He still have, he shouldn't have actually ace king of hearts, but if I would have, for example, queens and with the queen of heart, it would be hard to me to fold versus your bet. So yeah, I guess it's not the best played hand. So 3 things. The first, try to bet smaller on the flop. The turn, if you consider bluffing, remember to check if you don't block his folding range and if you have maybe some better bluffs than this and how many of them. Yeah, and I think that's all. Yeah. I don't think people at your stakes are gonna play this way with, for example, aces. I think it's more like king jack, king 10, jacks, queens, tens, this kind of stuff. I don't even see ace king here. So probably your play is gonna be quite close to break even, but the higher you're gonna play, the more you should decrease this kind of crazy bluffs.